Wherever you look, everyone has a phone in their hand. They click, like, post and check what's going on social media. Adults set an example for children who are starting their lives in virtual reality at an increasingly early age. Australia has just become the first country in the world to deny children under the age of 16 access to social media. What do young people, who spend most of their time online, think about this? I think it's a good move, although a little too late, because I think it should have been introduced before social media became popular. It has a negative impact on many people in that they perceive themselves completely differently, comparing themselves to others instead of living their own lives. They live the lives of other people, which is definitely not healthy. It used not to be like this. Yes, children used to live normal lives. Now everyone is glued to their phones, as if they can't see life outside of these devices. Young internet users themselves see the dangers of social media, which the Minister of Digital Affairs in the December 13th coalition government clearly does not see. I don't think it's a good idea to raise the age for using social media to 16, since Polish internet users can sign up from the age of 13, and most often parents allow them to do so when they are 10 or 11 years old. So, according to the 13th December coalition, it is not a problem that children are exposed to attacks in Chinese apps which try to control users' thinking from an early age by showing them dangerous and unverified content. This is a huge business and Chinese companies do not follow the rules. Most young people do not differentiate between what is true and what is fiction, and they take all content as objective truth. The Australian authorities do not agree that technology companies shape children's attitudes outside the control of parents or schools.
It's fantastic, but I wish the government good luck in trying to get the companies to make sure that the students and the teenagers that are going to be involved in and impacted in this are going to be able to follow it through.
Parents who work in the technology industry feel the same way. As a father of two young children and a conscious internet user, I can say that I consider the support of the state and governments in limiting the use of messaging apps and social media by minors to be a good step. Especially since dangers lurk on the internet, and those most vulnerable are the youngest users. What are the dangers on the internet today when it comes to children and young people? Enormous. Take artificial intelligence, for example, which is currently becoming widespread, where it is difficult to distinguish truth from lies. I think the biggest threat is hate. Let's say someone posts something. People call them names. It's unpleasant. Looking at what my friends' children watch on TikTok, where the idol is often some artist who has no moral values, I think that this law should be regulated in some way. Conversation, a walk, a book, time spent together are good alternatives to a phone or computer screen.
Dzieci nie mają jakichś wzorców, tak, które są, że tak powiem,
Children don't have any role models who are, so to speak, taken from real life, but they draw from what is in social media. And as we know, social media, let's not kid ourselves, is highly manipulative. And secondly, it presents an ideal world that doesn't really exist, right? Life is not made up solely of perfect people, beautiful women and wonderful people with wonderful lives. Life has ups and downs. And if a child learns to deal with them in the real world, they will also be able to cope in the virtual world.